Hey everybody, this is Abby from Realistic Kitchen and Gardens. Today is March 24th, and I wanted to give you an update on the garlic that I transplanted in February, which is not the goal. But this is Adonai, the variety that I got from a local farmer. And I did harvest fertilize them. There you go. About 2 weeks ago, so that's what this light colored material is, but it's already about the size of my finger. And these heads were huge last year. So there's Adonai, and then I've completely lost track of what the other varieties are. This was the variety that all of them were still bulbs, cloves, just cloves. They didn't even come out of the ground yet, so almost all of these have come up out of the ground already. Looks like I lost one there, or it's trying. There's a lot of grass mixed in here too. And of course my best friend yarrow. God, I hate yarrow. And then the last three varieties, I have 6 going. The last 3 varieties seem to be doing pretty well. There's a couple of them that are like this that are quite small compared to, you know, the rest of them that are about, I don't know. You're getting there. Unfortunately, when I dug these rows in, the ground was very hard. So I didn't get quite as good of a mix of the compost and the actual ground as I wanted. So there's still a lot of grass and topsoil underneath where the garlic is sitting. The garlic is actually sitting basically on top of the soil, that actual ground soil. And then mostly compost is where these guys are sitting. They're sitting above ground level, which isn't a bad thing. It won't hurt it. And I'll mulch it when we get into the summer too, just to help keep in moisture, retain moisture. But this one's a little scant. This one's slowed down. But in other news, I've gotten T-posts pulled out from that garden that was out yonder. And my husband is moving more compost for me, so that's A. B is going to be onions. C is going to be beans. So those won't go in seeded. They won't be seeded until May. D is brassicas, spring brassicas, so cauliflower, broccoli, cabbages, all the different varieties of cabbages. E is, I think, tomatoes and peppers. F is potatoes, so they'll be going in basically as soon as I get these things, all the rows dug in. F is, I'm just going off memory. I think F is, shit, I don't know. I know G is cucumbers and the okra. This is obviously, I must have missed one, or I've lost my letters, one or the other. I know this is I. This has the pea trellis, which I think squirrels or crows took all my peas. I have nothing coming up in here. Not counting, this is even worse than so they're the markers for where the row's supposed to be. And it's gotten quite spread out. You can see the marker, maybe down there somewhere. So it's gotten spread out a little bit. So the layer of compost is very thinned out compared to other places. So it's also been quite dry, so they may not have come up. Anyway, so this is also where the squashes are going to be this year, the gourds, and down the other end, the empty end, because this is only 32 feet. The other end is for lettuces and things. And then J is fall carrots and parsnips. So those will go in June, July. So that's the current garden update. We're getting there, taking our sweet time, especially with all the hard soil mostly. So these are just waiting for, this is what broad forking looks like. It basically pulls up this big chunk of, it's dried out already even though it rained yesterday, pulls up this, what, 6-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch chunk of topsoil and the grass with it, and it turns it a bit so that you can get air and water down in there, and compost and rototiller tines, hopefully. So this is just waiting on a layer of compost and the rototiller. It's still only in the 40s here, so, and it rained quite hard yesterday and the ground was mush, so we didn't rototill yesterday either. So that'll be next week. But that's about it. If you like this kind of stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and follow along on Facebook, Realistic Kitchen and Gardens. Thanks. Bye.